Right guys, hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea, to my live review of Chelsea 1, Vidi 0 in the Europa League. I hope the connection is somewhat decent. I'm stood outside Stamford Bridge, and if you've been to Stamford Bridge you know the connection out here isn't very good, but we won the game. But it wasn't a good game. Like, first of all, I missed 15 minutes because the flight was delayed and the trains were delayed, so that Morata miss, you know, the sitter that he apparently missed, I didn't see that. Apparently he did, but you know, he missed it anyway. But I didn't see that, basically. But, you know, before talking about the game, let's talk about the lineup, because I wasn't all too happy with that, in all honesty. Like, some of it was like I predicted yesterday in my preview. It was Kepa in goal. The fullbacks were Costa and Emerson, actually. Both of the basically non-main starters started. And it was Christensen and Kalis, the two centre-backs. A midfield three of Cesc Fabregas. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but then Mateo Kovacic rather than Ross Barkley, which I expected to be the case. And then, you know, the front three were Willian on the left, Pedro on the right, and Alvaro Morata starting up front. And Callum Hudson-Odoi didn't even make the bench, and I don't know why. Like, maybe there is an injury or an illness that I don't know about, that we don't know about. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but I kind of hope there is, because otherwise it's ridiculous. Like, why doesn't he make the bench for that? Like, Moses came on, did nothing, did absolutely nothing, and Willian. Why does Willian have to start 5 games in a row? I'm sure he's happy about it. What is my hair doing anyway? I'm sure he's happy about it, but 5 games in a row, of course he's tired. Yes, we can criticise him and say he wasn't good today, but he started 5 games in a row. And it wasn't like 5 weekends, it was midweek games including. So, of course he's tired. So I don't really get that decision. But getting into the game, like I said, I missed the first 15 minutes. And the first half generally, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. I mean, we had a few moments. Maybe we could have had a penalty. I'm not sure. I wasn't a Matthew Harden, and that happened in front of the shed. So I don't know if, you know, we should have had a penalty for that. There was the moment where Ruben Loftus-Cheek went past 2 or 3 players, got into the box, and then just didn't shoot. And then he just took that slight bit too long, and then he was tackled basically and lost the ball, which is obviously frustrating. But generally, the first half, I mean, Vidi had a few chances. Like, Kepa made a decent save. There was a few like kind of nervy moments for me. You know, it was a bit nervy, and you know, the second half pretty much was the same for a good while. Like, Vidi had their chances, we didn't take our chances. We had a few moments. Barkley had a decent shot when you know, he came on for Loftus-Cheek, which again I didn't necessarily understand, unless Kovacic doesn't start Sunday. But if Kovacic starts Sunday, why did we take off Loftus-Cheek and not Kovacic? You know, I don't really understand that. So, you know. But anyway, eventually, we finally got a goal through Alvaro Morata. He finally scored. I can't lie to you, I'm not quite sure who crossed the ball in. I think it was Hazard. It might have been Costa. I'm not quite sure. Willian, I mean, I checked on my phone because, like I said, I wanted to check who actually, you know, made the assist. And then he said Willian, who maybe got a tiny on us. Morata got the defender in front of the defender and put it past the goalkeeper into the net with like empty net. With you know, after 2 minutes, so the connection looks like it's horrible. I hope it's somewhat decent. Oh yeah, okay. Apparently I'm better than Fabregas' ball. Well, it was Fabregas then. So that was the case. You know, we had a few moments to like make it 2-0 later on. Hazard had a moment, you know, when he came on to replace Willian first, and then Hazard came on to replace Pedro, and then Willian was subbed off for Moses. Hazard had a few good moments. It did help when Hazard come on. It just gives us that, you know what I mean, that spark that we just don't have without him. And it is an issue that we don't have it without him. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi would be someone that could give us, you know, that spark, which Willian doesn't do. Pedro actually was quite good, and I thought was quite good. But I'm losing it. This is live, it's quite tricky. My arm is getting heavy because, you know, Louis' phone is massive. But you know, Morata another one. Barkley actually hit the bar from a header after following a corner. After Morata made it 1-0. So we did have chances to make it 2-0, but you know, Vidi also had that chance. We made a lot more hard work of that than it should have been. I told you yesterday already, Vidi are nowhere near as bad as a lot of people thought they were. I know my prediction was also 4-0, but still they aren't as bad as people think they are, basically. And they made it difficult for us. They had their moments, you know, we made it tricky for ourselves, you know, some very questionable moments in there. But Kepa, 2-3 very good saves. Fair play to Kepa, but we shouldn't even put ourselves in a situation that we need our goalkeeper to make 2 or 3 saves. Vidi. Do you know what I mean? Do you know where I'm coming from? But yeah, overall, of course, I mean, we win. We're on 6 points after the first 2 games, but we're also only on 2 goals scored. Yes, 2 clean sheets, we good, I suppose, but still we only scored 2, so it's not great. It's not exactly great. Louis' phone doesn't have much battery, so I'm going to keep this a bit shorter. But yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? We made it a lot more tricky than you know, it needed to be. Morata got his goal. let's hope he can kick on from there. Will he? Probably not, because I don't think he'll start on there. I think pretty sure he'll start on Sunday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday. Today was good. Fair play to Vidi, by the way. We have to say that the defense, they made it tricky for us to head their chances. And, fair play. But, it wasn't as good as it could have been today. Could have been better, because it is just Vidi. Like, not as some people they are, but they're still, they're not a Premier League fit. They're not a Champions League outfit. I know we're not in the Champions League, that's why we're playing them. I get that, but they're not that good. And we made it a lot more tricky for ourselves. But again, I would love to see Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm intrigued why he did the bench. Still make much sense to me, but yeah. What else is there to say? I said, 6 points after 2 games. It's all we can really ask for, but we could have obviously hoped for more goals, for better performances and all that, I suppose. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Of course, leave a like if you didn't video. Leave your comments, once this live stream turns into a video on the channel, basically. Leave your comments down there. What you thought of the performance. Did you like, Tim was good, I said already, Pedro was decent. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, when he won, was quite good. Could have had that moment where he could have gone for goal, in my opinion, but didn't. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday. There'll be a preview for that tomorrow. If things go to plan, there should be a preview for that tomorrow. Yeah. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Up Chelsea, and I'll see you next. Telling you guys, turning these things off is a lot more than I think it is.